The heat over bone-dry flats moved like a living thing, bending the horizon into wavering ghosts as Caleb Ward pushed onward, dust rising behind his boots in pale, lazy puffs. July in the Nevada Territory was a season that peeled the weakness out of a man or killed him outright. But he had walked harsher ground than this. The past had a way of teaching a man how to survive, though sometimes it didn't teach him how to live. He first spotted the wagon near sundown, a dark silhouette resting crookedly on the shimmering flats. No team, no driver, no tracks leading in or out. Just a stranded ore hauler left to bake. Caleb nearly walked past it. He was hunting shelter, not memories. But something about the stillness tugged at him, the way a whisper tugs a man's ear even when no one is near. The closer he got, the more he sensed that wrongness. The wagon hadn't rusted right, the metal too clean in some places and flaking in others, as if time itself couldn't decide what to do with it. A faint creaking drifted from its boards. No wind, no movement. Just that slow, rhythmic moan of old timber shifting under a stranger's breath. Inside she lay half-curled in the dimness, young, small, starved-looking, the color of sanded wood. Her wrists were torn with the red circles of shackles, though no chain sat near her. Her eyes didn't flicker open so much as snap onto him the moment his shadow touched her face. Caleb froze. Something inside him, the soldier, the deserter, the sinner, recognized the look before she even spoke. It was the look of someone who had carried their suffering longer than anybody could endure. He lowered his canteen toward her cracked lips. She turned her head away, the refusal gentle but absolute. "I died here," she rasped, voice dry as the salt-crusted earth. "When your men set fire to our village, you rode with them. I saw your rifle." The accusation struck with the precision of a thrown blade. Caleb stiffened. Plenty of years had passed since the war, but the ugliness lingered. Sometimes a man could pretend he had outrun it. Sometimes, like now, it ran straight back into him. He drew a slow breath. "I didn't know," he muttered. "Didn't know what they meant to do. Thought we were toking prisoners." "You still left," she whispered. Rode off when the screaming started. The wagon creaked again, louder this time, like something shifting beneath the floorboards. Caleb stepped back. A fresh hole appeared in the wood behind her. Then another. Then a third. Perfect spacing. Perfect angle. Just like the shots as Henry Carbine had fired in the heat of that chaos years ago. The girl didn't flinch. She simply watched him, as if waiting for him to recognize his own mark. Night fell with unnatural speed, swallowing the last orange slice of sun before Caleb even realized how dark the land had become. Coyotes didn't howl. Crickets didn't sing. The whole desert held its breath. She rose, slow and smooth, her limbs stiff as if she hadn't moved in years. The moonlight touched her skin, and something writhed beneath it, shadows, snake-like, twisting across her arms and throat. Caleb resisted the urge to step back again. He'd survived battlefields soaked in blood, but nothing there had ever looked like her. "Your friends," she murmured, brushing a hand across her ribs as if stroking something alive beneath the surface, "are already inside me. Screaming still. They come to me at night, whispering your name, begging to drag you down where they are." Caleb's hand went to his revolver, the movement automatic. He drew it fast, pointing at center mass. The moon caught her eyes. They glowed faint, the way predator eyes reflect a campfire. "Don't," she said softly. Not a plea. A promise. But guilt could be a powerful kind of courage or a powerful kind of stupidity. Caleb cocked the hammer and fired. Nothing. The hammer clicked on an empty chamber. He hadn't loaded since dawn. He cursed under his breath, tried again, and again the dry snap echoed through the wagon like the cracking of brittle bone. She stepped closer. Sand shifted around her bare feet, but she left no prints. Her breath carried no warmth, no sound. "You thought running would save you," she said. "But men like you carry their dead with them. I am only the one you finally stopped to face." Caleb backed out of the wagon, stumbling into the starlight. He turned, ready to run, but something cold and heavy latched onto his ankle fingers, pale and thin. More hands followed, rising from beneath the wagon like weeds sprouting from poisoned ground. Men's faces, warped, broken, half-formed, pressed against the wooden slats from inside, their mouths open in eternal, soundless cries. Caleb's last scream never left his throat. By morning, the desert was silent again, the heat already rising. The wagon sat alone on the flats, its boards rocking gently, though the air was still. Nothing remained of Caleb except the faint outline of a boot heel pressed into the dust. The wagon seemed to wait. It always had.